Islamabad, Prime Minister Imran Khan and U.S. President Donald Trump will meet this week on the sidelines at the World Economic Forum, WEF, in Davos, Switzerland. The Prime Minister leaves today, Tuesday, to attend the World Economic Forum, WEF, in Davos, from 21 to the 23rd of January 2020, at the invitation of Professor Klaus Schwab, founder and executive chairman of WEF. This would be the third leadership-level interaction between Pakistan and the U.S. since the Prime Minister's visit to Washington in July 2019, the Foreign Office announced on Monday. Time magazine has featured Prime Minister Imran Khan, along with other world leaders, on its cover page yet again in a special issue on the upcoming World Economic Forum. Other leaders featured on the cover illustration included founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, WEF, Klaus Schwab, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Microsoft founder Bill Gates and Europe's Central Bank President Christine Lagarde. Though the foe did not deliberate upon the issues, which have been agreed upon for deliberation, of importance is the much-awaited peace deal between the U.S. and the Afghan Taliban as talks resume in Doha. Afghanistan was discussed in detail last week when Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi on a visit to Washington met U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien, and Under Secretary of Defense John Rood. Imran Khan and Donald Trump will pick up the thread of conversation from the deliberations that the foreign minister held with these senior officials. Qureshi had earlier commented that the convergence between Pakistan and the U.S. stands as a unique opportunity for peace in Afghanistan, ultimately a shared responsibility. Another issue of importance would be the continuing tensions in the Gulf region and Pakistan's efforts to act as a mediator between the U.S. and Iran. Trump is already familiar with Pakistan's views on Indian-occupied Kashmir, an issue that Qureshi raised as well in Washington. But it will be raised with Trump for the first time since India stripped IOK of its special status in August. The Prime Minister will also hold bilateral meetings with several other world leaders, though their names have yet to be announced. Two key highlights of the visit include the Prime Minister's keynote address at the WEF special session, and his interaction at the Pakistan Strategy Dialogue with CEOs and corporate leaders. Throughout his engagements at Davos, the Prime Minister will share Pakistan's vision and achievements in the areas of economy, peace and stability, trade, business and investment opportunities. He will also highlight the current situation in the Indian-occupied Jammu. The thematic focus of this session is on stakeholders for a cohesive and sustainable world. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the forum. In keeping with the significance of this milestone, political leaders, business executives, heads of international organizations and civil society representatives will deliberate on contemporary economic, geopolitical, social and environmental issues. Several meetings of the Prime Minister are also scheduled with a wide range of corporate, business, technology and finance executives, and representatives of international financial institutions, said the Foreign Office. The Prime Minister will also speak to senior international media persons and editors during a session with the forum's International Media Council. The Prime Minister will also give interviews to major international media outlets. Meanwhile, Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs Alice Wells, who reached Islamabad on Sunday, will hold meetings at the Foreign Office today. Meetings will be held on all bilateral issues of mutual interest, said the spokesperson at the Foreign Office. Let's block ads. Why?